The Foghorn Leghorn story is a good episode of the Looney Tunes show, but I preferred the subplot to the main part of the narrative. This is the 9th episode of the first season of the Looney Tunes show, and I think one of the reasons why I didn't love the part with Daffy Duck and Foghorn Leghorn was because I did not like Foghorn Leghorn in this. I don't normally feel that way. When it comes to classic Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers cartoons in general, I rather like the character. But in this one, he really annoyed me. And I think he said, I say, far too many times. But there was an element of relatability as Daffy Duck even drew attention to that at one point. And I really liked Daffy in this. Daffy sees this line of roosters and they're all queuing up to what he thinks is to watch a film. And he joins the queue because he doesn't want to miss out. And he gets to the front of the line and realises that it's the queue for people to audition to play the role of Foghorn in a film about Foghorn's life. And Daffy Duck kind of accidentally gets the part of Foghorn Leghorn. And I did enjoy seeing him playing the part of Foghorn Leghorn. I loved the animation of the film set. I thought that was really great. So there were definitely parts of that story that I liked. But the bits with Foghorn Leghorn I didn't, and it is kind of the core of the story. But as I said, that's not usually how I feel about Foghorn Leghorn, so it is a bit of an anomaly. The subplot actually focuses on Bugs and Yosemite Sam, and what I particularly like about this, just as a side note, is that Taz is still in it as Bugs's dog. He now knows it's a Tasmanian devil, but he's still playing the role of the dog, which is a nice bit of continuity from the previous episode. And Bugs and Yosemite fall down this hole and they find this vase. And because Bugs says it looks interesting, Yosemite Sam immediately has to have it. It's his vase. He will get whatever benefits there are, whether it's financial benefits or anything else. And he doesn't really know why it's special or what it could be worth. He just knows that Bugs Bunny might have had the chance to reap the benefits of the vase, and he will not let that happen. And throughout the cartoon, Yosemite Sam keeps trying to do things with the vase and try and get the benefits of it. And there are a couple of quotes I want to share that I really loved. And I loved Bugs' reaction to it all. I just thought it was far more interesting, for the most part, than the story with Foghorn Leghorn. So I did really like this episode, but maybe not the bits that I was meant to like the most. But nevertheless, I did enjoy it for the most part. And I will now share these quotes, these things that I think are particularly funny. And these are, of course, spoilers for funny moments. And the first one is when Yosemite goes to buy, I think, an electric clothes dryer, but correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't write it down. And the cashier asks him, will you be paying with cash or credit? And without missing a beat, he just goes, vase, and puts the vase on the table. It doesn't work. He doesn't get to pay with the vase. And then he goes back to Bugs Bunny and says, are you trying to make me look like a fool? And Bugs Bunny replies, again, without missing a beat. The comedic timing here for these is brilliant. And he says, you don't need me to make you look cool. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So some really good moments in this. Foghorn Leghorn aside, the Foghorn Leghorn story is a pretty decent episode.